in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Working down at the for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love that you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
The Vikings are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. His first career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Give to Cook out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Vikings 0.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Vikings nothing. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
we've been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And quickly to Thielen here. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second and 3. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on second down, Goff. And Shark hauls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Goff on first down.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Vikings 6. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game, start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Go off a handoff here to Swift.
And some room to maneuver. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff now looking to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2nd and 6. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the 50, it's gone. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff throwing again. It's Williams on the catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Minnesota. 62 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see Charles about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, Goff. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to take another shot here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
19 yards that time for number 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now gone. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it's still